When is it worth it to pay for a TradingView account? That's what I'm going to answer here in today's video. What's going on, guys? Welcome on in. This video is coming to you or brought to you because I have just downgraded my TradingView subscription. Not only have I downgraded it, but I also am encouraging you not to buy it right now. I will explain by the end. It'll only be a few minutes. Hear me out. Let's get into the basics. If you are someone who is brand new to trading and you have not really looked at charts too much, you are much better off with a free version of TradingView. Or if you start reaching some of the thresholds of like, oh, I can't add these indicators anymore. Oh, I can't add the volume profile. Or I can't add this, I can't do that, I can't do this. Go with a Webull, go with a Thinkorswim, go with an E-Trade, I don't know, whatever else is out there, interactive brokers. Go with other platforms like those that are going to allow you to see a lot of that stuff for free anyway because they're through a broker, and essentially they're hoping that you put money on the platform and they can make money off of you through fees, commissions, whatever. If you are going to make that leap and you're like, okay, I now see value in TradingView. The charts are cleaner. They got a lot of cool stuff. They've got tons of indicators. They've got different types of charts that I can't get on my broker, which they do on many cases, and I just think it's cleaner. It's just like they've done a good job with it, in my opinion. Is the essential plan worth it? The essential plan, if you pay annually, comes out to $12.95 a month or $155.40 a year. This is going to get you 2 charts per tab, 5 indicators per chart, and whatever else you see here on the screen. I'm not going to read it all off for you. I personally find that this is kind of limiting. I don't use that many indicators. I currently have 9 on my chart, but I only have 2 visible. The other ones I've just looked at a couple of times and I've never deleted them from my charts. That's really what all it is. But what I found is that the Plus plan with 10 indicators, 4 charts per tab could be pretty cool. Why I say that? Because, for example, I have a tab open on the right side of my screen, which you can't see, and it is a tab of 4 charts. It's literally a quad box. So I call it the quad box, and I have 4 of the main stocks that I watch on that box just to see how they're trading relative to each other, so I can see how they're kind of all playing out on the same time frame or even on different time frames, I guess. And this is where I find more value. You also get 100 price alerts because I find that 20 could be fine if you're going through and deleting stuff, but you might forget some stuff, or you might have a huge list, or you're going through lists and stuff and you want to just put alerts on, put alert, and not even think about it. And 100 price alerts tends to be a pretty good point where like you're not going to have a problem, I don't think, unless you're like crazy for that stuff in overshooting that. So I was paying for premium, don't need it anymore. I don't need 8 charts per tab. I don't need to put 8 different charts on my screen. It's just too much. I don't need it. You know, if I wanted to put a screen on the top of my ceiling, maybe one day, I'm not going to do that. But if I ever did, I guess maybe there's value there. You do get a couple other things like second-based time intervals, time price opportunity, volume footprint, and volume candles. Those are some pretty cool things. Auto chart patterns could be kind of cool, kind of like ways to automate, how the markets or how things are visualized. I don't need that stuff for myself. So if you're looking for things like that, it could be worth it to go premium, but I find that the middle ground where the Plus plan sits is really, really good. Now, in terms of paying for this in general, when do you make that switch from going for free to paying? Once you kind of max out what your brokerage has to offer and you find value in TradingView and just in terms of ease of use, the watch lists, like how you draw on the charts, if you see that that's useful to you, then making that jump probably to Pro, I think makes the most sense. But when do you buy the Pro? If you are trading and you are dealing with profit swings on individual trades of $100 or less, once you start getting over $100, I think it makes sense. Like, okay, now you're trading with size. It's like, okay, how much is $300 a year gonna do in the grand scheme of if my average trade winner is 150 and my loser's 100? Like, okay, $300 a year, not a big deal. But how do you save a lot of money? Not only can you use the link below this video, which is going to save you $15 off any paid plan. I appreciate it if you ever use it. If you don't use it, I don't care. It's not a big deal. Do not buy or go monthly until Black Friday. Now, they may have one around 4th of July. I think last year they did. I'm not sure if they're going to have it again this year. But every year, Black Friday, they have a massive, massive sale. And what that sale is usually like a humongous discount where you can buy any plan, and you're going to get even a bigger discount if you buy the yearly plan, I believe. And you could buy a year out on like premium for like $400, $300, whereas it currently costs $600 a year. That's what I was doing. And every time we got to Black Friday, I would just like re-up. And it would just credit me. So like if I still had 6 months left until my plan expired, it would just give me an entire 12 months additional on top of the 6 I already have. So it would just add it on top, which is really cool. So I would wait till something like that. So to maximize, you could go, in theory, go monthly, buy the monthly account or buy the monthly plan and pay a little bit more, like $5 more a month on the Essential Plus and even the Premium, I believe. Actually, 10 more on Premium than the annual. And then when you get Black Friday or a huge sale around, maybe around 4th of July. I don't know if they're going to do it this year. If you get one of those, act on it, buy the yearly or buy the annual, and you'll have had some time to check things out, test things out. Oh, I definitely want to keep this. Great. Buy the annual, buy it then, save a ton of money. That's when you do it. That's when I always do it. But personally, I've actually made the downgrade down to Plus. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to use my own advice. And I go from Premium, which expires in about a couple of days, to then paying the Plus monthly. So I'm paying $30 a month on that. When we get to Black Friday, I'm going to go annual, whatever discount, whatever there is there. Boom, I'm going to buy a 1-year Plus plan out annually, and I'm going to save a bunch of change. There you have it. That's my 2 cents on the current TradingView plans and pricing. If you have any thoughts, comments, leave them below. See you guys in the next one. Peace.